Hello everybody and welcome to another video. So in this video I'm very happy to bring a team which I made up and had no hopes of it. The only reason to why I wanted to use this team is because I wanted to have a Jellicent safe swap, and I wanted something which was weak to fighting, so that I have two things in the back which can cover the weakness of fighting. So first of all, it came in my mind was a normal type. I was thinking Lickitung, but I don't quite have all the Excel candies to make my Lickitung to a 1500 CP. So then I thought, well, Vigoroth is always good as a safe swap, but what if I use this as a lead? And here comes the idea of using Vigoroth as the lead, because it doesn't really loses a lot, or really badly. It loses the matches, it loses quite a lot of matches, but it doesn't lose it quite badly. So, and then in the back I have Altaria, so if you do lose it, Altaria can come in and farm down with Dragon Breath, and usually can throw off a Sky Attack, which pretty much hurts everything except like a Bastio done. So let's have a look at these matches and see how I did. Bit spoiler warning here, I did actually got my highest win streak and then managed to hit ace ranking with this team. So my highest win streak ever in GBL has been 15 win streak. So this has been the team which worked out quite well. So let's look at these battles. Okay. First match. I'm against a former rank legend player, and it's Vigoroth against Empoleon. Because of the counter, is a very good lead for me. So here they switch into Hypno, and I counter switch into Jellicent, and this is where the safe swap of Jellicent works out quite well for me. Even though this the Thundershock will do quite a lot of damage, I throw a Shadow Ball and they don't shield, and that's it. That's kind of their switch gone. In comes a Altaria, and here I'm just gonna try to get as much damage as I can, thinking they will shield because I could run Ice Beam, but they didn't. So I will throw a last second Bubble Beam just to get it low enough. And because their health is so low, I can come in with my own Altaria and tank anything. Because that Bubble Beam went through, the attack is lower. So Dragon Pulse comes through, does about half. I've almost farmed it down. In comes the Vigoroth, and here I think the reason I am going for Body Slam, I mean Bulldoze would be better, but the reason I'm going Body Slam is because it's spammy and I can get rid of the shields. As long as I can get rid of the shields here, Altaria can be in the back with a shield, should be able to beat this Pokemon. So yeah, as you can see, the counters almost takes it out. I don't shield, I don't need to shield. Altaria can come in and completely just farm down here. And then it'll come in with their own Altaria. I have a Sky Attack, which will take the first game. So that's when you win the lead. This is how you play. Next match, I have... who do I have? The next match is also a very favorable lead of G-Fisk. And you can see here, it can very much go the other way as well. Even though it's favorable because of the counter, you do have to bait. So I go up to a Bulldoze and I throw the Body Slam, which takes the first shield, which is good. And because it can be an Earthquake, I shield here and I correctly call the Earthquake. So if I didn't call it correctly, that would have done quite a lot of damage. And then here I throw the Bulldoze, which takes the G-Fisk out. In comes a Venusaur, and that's a good thing about using Vigoroth. If you use a normal fighter, the Venusaur you wouldn't have that move which you would be able to spam, but you can see the Body Slam goes through and does quite a lot of damage. I come in with my Altaria, I don't have to shield anything here. Sludge Bomb comes through and I can completely farm it down. They decided that I can farm it down. Whatever they had probably was weak to Altaria, so that's like another game. So 2-0 up at this point. So what do you do when you have an unfavorable lead, which is, and I think it's Azumaril. So it's not a favorable, but they switch out, which makes my life easy. I switch into Jellicent, and here I can tank a Thunderbolt as well, so I don't shield, and I always go straight for Shadow Ball. Most of the time they don't shield and it one-shots, but this time they did shield, so it's fine. I can still let this go through, but I decide to shield, which ends up being a Rock Slide, which makes me think that they're running a Psycho Boost. So I throw the Shadow Ball, takes out the defense Deoxys. I win the switchback. That's one of the thing about Jellicent, you can win the switchback quite often. I will throw the Shadow Ball here, and because of my health, I don't actually have to shield whatever the Azu is throwing at me, so I don't shield. Play Rough would do a lot, but Hydro Palm as well does a lot, but which is resisted. So I can throw another Shadow Ball, thinking that will bait, they don't throw, and I can take the Azu out as well. So now I have a Vigoroth versus a Skarmory. Again, the Vigoroth being a pseudo fighter, it's not weak to flyers, so flying moves is not doing super effective, whereas my counter is doing neutral damage to it. And the body slams, even though it's resisted, it's because of the spamminess, is worth going for all the body slams, because bulldoze will take a long time, and if you get it shielded, it won't do that much damage. So here you can see the I get to another one, but it's a CMP tie, so the Sky Attack will come through, which is okay. I'll come in with my Altaria, and that's game over. So 3-0 so far. So what happens when you face the ultimate bad lead, which is a fighter, and not only any fighter, you face Shadow Machamp. So Shadow Machamp comes in, you have to switch in straight away to Jellicent, and in comes a Mew, which is a good move, but it's not. So I throw the Bubble Beam thinking, and I load up to Shadow Ball and throw it, so that attack is lowered. I have to shield. If it's a Wild Charge, it will do quite a lot, but I get baited with Surf. Here I'll go for Shadow Ball. So Shadow Ball goes through, gets the last shield, and all I'm hoping here is so that I can get to the Shadow Ball again. So if I can get to the Shadow Ball, the Mew is done, and I win the switch back. So yeah, I managed to get to the Shadow Ball. Mew is gone, and in comes that Shadow Machamp, I think. Yeah, in comes that Shadow Machamp. I tried to go for the Shadow Ball, which is not enough. I could have gone Bubble Beam here, but it doesn't matter. Rock Slide comes through. I will come in with my Altaria, and I'll try to get to Sky Attack. Rock Slide actually doesn't KO Altaria because of the bulk of Altaria. So what I do here is I farm up a little bit to store a Sky Attack and then come in with Vigoroth. And the problem against LOL Marowak will have is ghost moves are double resisted, and they go for the Shadow Ball to possible defense drop, but it doesn't matter because shields it down. I can bulldoze and almost take it out. And then this play was quite nice for me, is I completely farm it down, store a body slam. I throw the body slam to take Shadow Machamp out. That's a normal type taking the best, well, the hardest hitting fighter type out. It's insane. So what about some neutral leads, and what about the leads which you don't win in the lead, and how do I play? So here is a normal regular Universe Stunfisk. So here I will go again. I will just keep going here. The counter does quite a lot, but I don't shield first. So here I move, take to bulldoze, and then I throw body slam. I get the first shield because thinking it might be a bulldoze. I shield here. and here I'll try store up to another bulldoze, and I throw the bulldoze. This would take the Stunfisk out, which the double shield here, and here I don't need to shield. One of the good thing about Altaria as a flyer, what I like is it's not weak to electric. So here I can come and do quite a lot of farming and don't have to shield anything. It will take me down. I think they tried to take my shield by throwing a mud bomb, which I wasn't gonna shield anyway, so it was a waste of a move for them. So the discharge comes through, as you can see, it doesn't do much. Even though I was hit by, even if I was hit by another discharge, I would be in the yellow, but it still wouldn't be taking me out. In comes Bastiodon, which is not good, but I switch into Jellicent, and in comes an Azumaril. Because I have a shield, I am in a good position, so I just need to make sure that I land another Shadow Ball, which will take this Azumaril out. I don't shield here because the shield will be useful later on, and it's a Hydro Pump which is resisted but is better than Ice Beam. And I'll throw the next Shadow Ball, get a Hex, and then in comes the Bastiodon, and this is where it gets very hard for me, but I throw the Shadow Ball, and here I'm just hoping that I can get to the next Shadow Ball. I do get to the next Shadow Ball by a sliver of health. I quickly switch into Altaria, throw the first Sky Attack, and it's still not enough. Obviously it's not gonna be enough, so it's the shield they threw, that is their, I think there's the mistake. If they didn't throw, they might get an extra smackdown, which would have been able to take me out, but I have enough to throw a Dragon Pulse, and then I win the game. So as you can see, it was a 5-0 set I'm showing you here, but you will see there that I have a 12 win streak there, and in the next slide you can see I have won the 15 win streak here. So in that, I went in the next battle, I went 3-0 with it, well, 3, and then I win a Thunderous, and with the same line I managed to hit Ace, as you can see here. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this line. So Ultra League is here soon, and I'm really looking forward to try some of the XL Pokemon I've been working on. So Talonflame I have at 49.5, Umbreon I have at 49.5, and I'm working on Stunfisk. So hopefully with the event and some trading and some walking, I should be able to get Stunfisk close to max out. And when I say 49.5, because I'm not level 46 yet, so I do need to keep some of my Pokemon so that when it comes to maxing 3 Pokemon out, I can use that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed my battles. Hope Great League has been good for you, and I hope you are looking forward to Ultra League as much as I am. Well, anyways, cool, have a nice day, thanks, bye.